Okay, the long pole chainsaw. There's a couple of reasons we need to change the chain or tighten it up. If it does get loose and gets small twigs in there, it can come off, which can damage the chain and damage the bar. We want to keep it tight. Also, if the chain is blunt, we need to change the chain. So, bolt and tightener and untightener. Also with chains, this one, as you can see, there's no oil in there. We need to keep this at least half full with oil. The oil goes inside. Take that thing out, it's rubbish. Pour the oil in there, make sure it's chain oil, not two-stroke, although I don't think two-stroke will damage it, but there's a reason there's chain oil. Put the chain oil in, put it back in. You'll be able to see the level. We'll fill that one up soon. So you may need to just tighten the chain up, or you may need to take the chain off completely. So we're going to put a brand new chain on here. First thing you do is get the correct tool to do that. You can see this is the hexagonal screwdriver. It's got the 6 little spokes in there. So we look in the toolbox, and it will be in the toolbox, and we find the one with the correct tool. So one end onto the bit there, loosen, this gets stuck in there, go on a little bit, take it out, take it off. Let's go down here, take off the guard, give it a clean. Whenever you take these things apart, give them a clean. Sometimes you might have to take them apart just to give them a clean. If you've been taking down palm trees or things like that, they're really banana plants. It just gets really clogged up. Okay, you can see here we have the little thing sticking up. That's your tightener. That will move backwards and forwards. Doesn't matter, I don't think, which way around the bar goes, but obviously it does the blade. Let's just turn that around so you can. Oh, it's the wrong way around. So your chain, remember, is going that way. So the big bit of the chain, the blade is at the back. Let's take that off. Got all the gunk in there. There's our little screw. When we put that in there and turn to the left, it moves to loosen it. Then we'll be able to get the chain back on. With the chains, just keep them to one side. I do keep them, don't throw them away. New chain, 45 link is the spare one for this one. You'll know the difference between this and the other chainsaw because the other chainsaw is bigger. This is like a 10-inch, I think, and the chainsaw is 16-inch. So first of all, make sure it's the right way round. I don't know if there is a picture in here. There was once, I think. Can't see it. Maybe it was on the bar. But this is the top. So our back of the bigger bit, the actual cutting bit of the blade, goes to the back, and then there's a small hook that goes to the front. So first of all, we put on, make sure that goes in there. If a brand new blade doesn't fit, you may have damaged the bar. It goes on. We've got the ratchet, or the place at the back that it goes into, and then slips on over the little hole there. It's very loose at the moment. Make sure all that's in. You can't really go wrong on this one. There's unlike the chainsaw, it just fits into place. I'm just going to tighten this up a bit, so into here, and we'll watch that bit move. Moves to righty tight, and that is now the actual bars moving very slowly. You can see the chain getting tighter. Get my thing again. So it tells me which way is the top because the arrow's pointing that way. It's the top. Keep your hand on here, put that down. Don't lose that, we don't have spares. Again, if you lose things like that and you're like, oh shit, you'll have to go to Pittwater Mowers in Manly, North Manly. Okay, I'm going to tighten that up, not completely, just a little bit, so it's just loose. Because if you do it too tight, you can't tighten here. So at the moment, not too bad, but I want that to be tighter. I've got a little bit of give there, it's probably a little bit too tight. And that's probably a little bit too loose, because it's very easy for twigs to get under there and then it just flips off. But if you do it too tight, when you come to start it, it won't move. You should don't try and move it with your fingers, because you're going to slice your hand. Just, yeah, there's a little bit of give in there. I'm going to tighten this up. Nice and tight. Now I'm going to attach this to the versatile, this is called a versatile Honda, so because it can have different parts to it, exactly the same, apart from maybe the size, as the whippersnippers. It's sometimes best to do this lying on the ground, because what can happen here, this bit here, you see how now I'm pushing that and it doesn't go in? It's not connecting in here. I have to spin it around a bit. It has to be in here. So if you're trying to put it in like this, and then it goes, it's not going to go in sometimes. It might do, but sometimes it might not. So I find it's just best to put it in on the ground. You see which way it's supposed to go. The hole there, that's going to go into there, and make sure it's in. What you don't want to do, you can start it like here with the chain on the ground, but that's whenever that touches concrete or dirt, you're going to blunt the blade. Put it over here. Turn it on, pump it. Because this machine isn't used as much as the whippersnippers, it's a lot easier to start. Choke on, switch on. Take the choke off, so it doesn't flood. Turn it off and check it. Sometimes let's see how much looser that is. See how much looser that is when I had it before? That's too loose. Sticks can get under there, take the chain off. So just one more time. Loosen. Just a little bit, tighten it up, right, yeah, the guides aren't coming out, I have to pull quite hard on that, that's good. Remember to tighten it up. These do get loose the more you use them, so keep an eye on it. If you're doing a big job with it, keep an eye on it, because it will come off in the middle of the job. It'll get loose. All you have to do is what I just did then. Just want to make sure I've got it on the right way round. Let me put it this way. So you can see the blades. That's the cutting edge, which cuts into the tree. If you've got it on the wrong way round, when you put it into wood, nothing happens. It's like, whoa, you've got your chain on the wrong way around. Good.